channel. I think in the last video we saw that the introduction from AI point of view for a QA engineer. So you must be thinking about the roadmap, that what should I follow in order to gain some knowledge in the generative AI for utilizing it effectively in our day-to-day QA life. So this is a roadmap, I can say, that we can follow a step-by-step approach which will enhance our capability to use the AI in our day-to-day basis. Okay, now starting the very first one, which is the I have divided into almost 10 modules. The very first one, for any QA engineer or anyone who are stepping into the world of the generative AI, so it can be the prompt engineering. So as we know, there are many AI sources are available, like there are different chat models like OpenAI, ChatGPT, Gemini, but we need to master the art of the prompt engineering in order to get the best output. So whether starting from the test case design or test case planning, whatever may be the phase, or might be the writing the automation and searching for the the solution, it the way how you write the prompt also that matters. Okay, so it will be the very first module where we'll be looking at the prompt engineering in the following session. Okay, this is just an overview part of the roadmap, I can say, to the module 1. So what you can say about prompt engineering: the art and science of crafting effective prompt to get the best results from AI model. So this is our entry point into the world of generative AI. If you see here, I have uh, written a prompt here, like generate a test case for the login, include the conditions, steps, and expected results and all, and our AI generates a response like feature it is the user login scenario, validate login given user is on the login page. So we'll see in detail by querying to AI model, okay, in the following session, but just an overview that the module 1 summary what we are going to have. Okay, so what will be looking in the module 1, it will be different prompt patterns. Okay, then chain of thought, then what is future learning, then system prompt. Okay, and learning outcome, like how we can use the advanced prompt technique to overcome the AI limitation. Okay, also we'll see how different prompting styles affect the result. Now from QA engineer perspective, just think like that. Okay, your experience in writing detailed test cases that will help you excel at prompt engineering. Okay, it both requires the precision, clear specification, and anticipating the edge cases. So this is the summary of the module 1, which is the prompt engineering. Now, once we master this prompt engineering, what I will go to the next concept, what is that is known as the RAG, that is the retrieval augmented generation. What is this? So it is kind of enhancing the AI responses by retrieving relevant information from external knowledge sources, combining the power of search with generation. So just imagine a case that, okay, so you are working on the project, and this is very confidential for your organization, and that is not, that should not be publicly published. Okay, but you want to feed the use the AI to get the document from there, or you can say you have some documents which you want to keep within yourself. Okay, whatever is available over the AI which are publicly available, like ChatGPT or maybe Gemini, they are kind of the public data, but the data which you want to be within your control, and you want to use the AI to communicate with them, so we have to take the help of the RAG stuff, that is the retrieval augmented generation. Okay, in what we'll see here that because if you see the question is kind of what was our Q1 quarter one revenue, right? And you are having a your own knowledge base which is have some particular documents related to your organization. So we'll be performing the RAG on that one. Okay, and we'll be querying to that and we'll retrieve the document from there. Okay, so if you see here, for example, my Q1 revenue is 6 million, and this is not known to anyone because I want to publish at the end of the year to a public source for my organization. But if I'll do the RAG here, like I will have a document which will have lot of things in our Q1 revenue, but I would like to ask just one question: what was our Q1 revenue? And the answer will be 6 million. What it will do, it will search in our knowledge base, that is our RAG database. Okay, and it will be the which we will be learning further, like vector db or chroma db, where we will be storing those document. Okay, and it will do the search and it will publish with the result. So this is the second module, you can say, where we'll be coming across the terms like what are the vector databases, what are embedding, what are the semantic searches, what is the context window management. Okay, then it will be kind of creating and querying the vector databases for semantic retrieval, and we have to implement the context management for accurate responses. Now, for a QA engineer perspective, you can think it like adding a robust test data repository, like your own test data, meaning your own document to AI. Your experience with test data management translates well to organizing knowledge of AI retrieval. So this is the summary of the module 2. Okay, now let's go to, you can say, module 3 or the milestone 3, understanding the LLM. Okay, so what do you mean by understanding the LLM? So LLM means like it are the engine like powering the generative AI. Okay, it is the concept like understanding how they work is essential for effective engineering. Okay, in this case, what will be coming across, there will be transformer architecture, will be coming across the tokens and embedding, will be coming across the term like attention mechanism. Okay, then we'll go for the model evaluation. Okay, so what will be our gain? It is kind of grasping the core principles that work, how the LLM work, the large language models work, right? And what is the token limit? So you might be coming across the term while using the AI model, the token limit, maximum tokens. Okay, then how to evaluate and compare the different models. Now, as a QA engineer, if you want to relate it to our day-to-day life, it's like how to identify the issues or hallucinations, right? So it's kind of the finding out the defect, like whatever we'll be implementing, and we'll try to find out the hallucination for what is the how much the correct or not, the kind of evaluation. Okay, this I have put it as a understanding the LLM at the module 3, the milestone 3. Then the next one will be fine tuning the LLM. So what is the fine tuning the LLM? It is the customized general purpose language model for specific tasks or domains by training them on targeted dataset. Okay, so if you see here, like we'll be we'll be training our the LLM model. Okay, based upon our requirement. Okay, so what the terms we will be coming across in this phase, it will be dataset preparation, then the training technique, then how to parameter efficient fine tuning, then the evaluation method. Okay, so from QA engineer perspective, you can think of fine tuning like customizing a test automation framework for a specific project, like you have a master or the blueprint which is same like across your project. You are think of a q architect, and you have prepare a blueprint model, like for different projects. You are working for different clients, but you have a particular cucumber bdt framework, say you can say, which it has some default place for the reporting, some default technique for logging into the user like login page and all. But here, if you want to, if you will be trying to implement into 10 different clients, you have to customize them as per their need. Like you have to just enhance them with the requirement of that particular stuff. So fine tuning of LLM is like this, that we are having the LLM model, okay, which is the master of the blueprint, on which we will be training with our own data. Okay. Then the next model, like next milestone, I can say, which will be the Hugging Face ecosystem. Okay, so which is what is the Hugging Face ecosystem? Mostly it is the for sharing, discovering and collaborating the machine learning model, like and data sets and application. So will be coming across that terms like transformers library, then model hub, then dataset library, then spaces. From QA engineer perspective, it think of like the GitHub for our AI. What we do in our GitHub, we store our all the code and our in the form of the repository. Similarly, for AI models, you can say this is the GitHub for all the AI model. Okay. Now, next will be the next milestone, the module 6, which will be the practical LLM implementation. So, we need to apply our knowledge by implementing the LLM both locally using the Olama will be using, and via cloud API, maybe OpenAI or maybe Gemini. We'll see while going through that during our following session, that how to implement this LLM practically. We'll be downloading some local models and we'll be first trying locally with the help of the Olama and different AI models like Llama 3.2. Okay, and we'll see that how we can use it locally. Then we'll be using with the help of the cloud. Okay, so the term that will be coming across here, that Olama, then OpenAI API, then model deployment, then API integration and inference optimization. Okay, so from QA engineer perspective, you can think of similar to managing the different test environment, because when you write your automation script, right, you test it in the local, then you will be hitting the cloud as well. So it is kind of that, think in the similar way. Okay, next, the model 7 or the milestone 7, you can say the LangChain ecosystem. What is the LangChain ecosystem? It is the it is the setup tools, you can say, like in order to build the complex and production ready a application. Here we will be coming across the terms like LangChain, LangSmith, LangGraph, chains and agent and prompt template. Okay, so from QA engineer perspective, you can think that it like good testing practices. You can say arranging our framework and integrating with test monitoring tool, like allowing us to debug and test the AI application. So it is will be covering in the module 7. Now module 8, which is nothing but the AI agent. So we'll be creating the autonomous AI system that can plan, reason and execute tasks on their own or in collaboration with humans. Okay, so you might check my last video as well, where I have shown the example of an agent which does the complete end-to-end flight booking instruction. So here what will come across? Will come across the terminology like agent framework, the tool use, then planning and reasoning, then multi-agent system. Okay, so from QA engineer perspective, you can think like automated test suite that make decision. Okay, so this is all about the module 8. Then module 9, it will be empowering our automation using the AI. Okay, it will be mostly whatever we learned so far, we will be trying to implement here. Okay, then at the end we will be coming across the module 10 or the milestone 10. It will be MCP1. Okay, so this is all about, I can say, the roadmap. So MCP is nothing but it's kind of the end-to-end testing across all user interfaces simultaneously and our diverse testing approaches. Okay, so if you see here, we cover mostly everything that is required to get the knowledge and apply in the day-to-day life, in the life of the QA engineer, especially if we keep the 2025 where we are going to focus more on the generative AI. So I can say it's kind of the tool that we are going to leverage in our day-to-day life, and believe me, it is going to help a lot. So I'll say that treat it like a useful tool, but we need to know how to use the tool properly. Okay, how to train it properly. Okay, so these all I will be covering every module one by one in my following session. So stay tuned, and I'll request everyone to just like and subscribe the channel, and you will get update once the video will be published. And please share the feedback and comment if you like to see something more in detail, or maybe something related to more QA, so that I can plan the sessions accordingly. Thank you everyone for watching. Thanks. Have a nice day.